John here for Obese to Beast, and in this video I wanted to talk about something that might be kind of random, might be kind of out there. Definitely a thought that is not something that I think people think about too much, but I think it's very important, and that's the reason I'm obviously making a video about it. So let me bring up kind of how this came to play, how this came into my mind and why this is something that I'm talking about. Recently I was at church actually, and the speaker that was speaking was talking about your state of mind. And obviously he was talking about some other things that had something to do with other things that weren't weight loss, obviously. But me being myself, the motivation that I got and what kind of came into my head was definitely related to fitness and weight loss. And what am I talking about, right? How does the state of mind, or where you let your state of mind stay, affect how well you're gonna do down the road? I want to bring up a couple different points. So your state of mind is something that you choose, and choices are so important. So your state of mind is somewhere where you let your mind dwell, and where you let your mind live, and how you think. State of mind is important in weight loss because if you let yourself live in a negative state of mind, how are you going to succeed if you're always thinking negative thoughts? If you're always thinking that I'm doing wrong, I'm doing bad, I'm not doing good enough. I want to challenge you guys to try and keep your mind in a positive state of mind. Try and keep yourself in a positive state of mind, because that's something that you can control. You don't control what happens to you, but you definitely control how you react to what happens to you. This is something that I struggle with, and this is why I'm bringing it up. Say you ended up binge eating, right? For one night, you just ate pizza, like 4 pieces of pizza, or a whole pizza, that's what I would do. A whole pizza, and now you feel bad. Obviously, anyone's gonna feel bad, and then it's your choice to let yourself dwell in that state of mind of feeling sorry for yourself, of thinking that this is my fault, there's nothing I can do to make this better, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world. Or you can keep that positive state of mind, live in that positive state of mind, and think, you know what, I've already lost 30 pounds or however much weight you've already lost. This was a bump in the road. This is a journey. I'm going farther than this one night can ever hinder me. This one night was a challenge, and I mean, I didn't do the best, but I'm not gonna live in that night. That night is not gonna control me. And what it comes down to is choosing your state of mind basically chooses where you're gonna end up. Because if you're negative all the time, how on earth do you think you can go in a positive direction? You know what I mean? Like, you can't sit in a positive area and not feel more positive. Like, think about this, if you surround yourself with positive people, how much easier is it to be in a positive state of mind? And that can go with your own brain. If you let your brain live in a positive area, a positive state of mind, your thoughts and your actions that you're gonna do are gonna be a lot more positive than if you were negative all the time, talking about how I messed up, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world, I'm never gonna do any better, I don't think I can ever make it, because I'm like, who wants to be around that person? You know what I mean? Who wants to be that person? You want to be positive, because this journey is hard enough. So living in a positive state of mind is gonna help. And living in a negative state of mind, living in somewhere where you're always down on yourself, you're always thinking about the failures that you've made, the mistakes that you've made, how could you expect yourself to really move forward if you're just thinking about the negative things that have happened to you? You're thinking about the negative things that are going to happen to you. You know what I mean? You're thinking about the things that are going to happen that are already negative before they've even happened to you. The reason I wanted to bring this up was because this is something that I absolutely do struggle with. If I end up binge eating, because that's still something that I do, and I just sit there and I think about it and I think about it and I think about it, it's so much worse for me than if I do it and I think, dang, I messed up, but it's not the end of the world. And then I move forward. You know, it's not easy. I'm not saying this is easy, but I'm just trying to bring this to your attention, because I get so many people that message me and they say, I can't do this, I'm always messing up, I can never do this, I'm not good enough to do this, I did this wrong, I always do this wrong, and I have to tell them, first of all, stop being so negative. Stop being so negative. It's already hard enough. This journey is already hard enough. So you being hard on yourself all the time and never giving yourself credit for doing awesome things or losing some weight or whatever it is that you're trying to do, you need to be positive to yourself. You need to love yourself. Stop always hating on yourself. Stop always saying that I'm not good enough for this. I can't do this. This is too hard. I can't do this. Like, you can do this. You just need to believe in yourself. Put yourself in that positive state of mind and live in that positive state of mind. Don't live in the negative. Don't live in all the things that you've done wrong. Live in the things that you've done right, and anything that you've done wrong, learn from it and don't do it again. So I hope this video helped you guys out. I'm not sure if this is something that a lot of people struggle with. I know it's something that I struggle with. My state of mind is very important to me, and if I'm in a negative one, I can live in that negative state of mind for a very long time, and it ends up just being really, really bad for me. So I hope that this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure you drop it a like. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section down below. And if you're not subscribed to me already, go ahead and do that. You'll get an update on every single video that I make. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah. Look up where I am.